Welcome back to Fog of Figures, where today I'm going to be unboxing some pre-ordered figures that I've just received from Ringside Collectibles.
You stupid idiot!
This is literally the first time I have ever pre-ordered any figure from any line, from any manufacturer. I've never pre-ordered anything before. I was so excited about these guys coming out though that I felt it was an appropriate move. But since then, I'm not too sure. I'm not too sure if it was the best move, because the figures, and I'll open up in a second to show you what figures they are. They've been out in a while now, and obviously they come out in the States first, so you get the kind of initial reaction on the internet from people over in the States, and they give you their thoughts, and you kind of get more familiar with them. You see them a bit more online, and then some of them creep over here on the secondary market. And by the time that this actually came to fruition, by the time I got the email that said, okay, your order's now ready to be dispatched, I don't want to say I was over it, but I was nowhere near as enthusiastic or excited as I was when I placed the order. So this is like nearly 6 months later from when I actually ordered and paid for these figures. But anyway, let's crack on. I'll get the box open and I'll show you exactly what I've ordered from Ringside Collectibles. So, in case anybody hasn't guessed what I might have pre-ordered 6 months ago that's only just arrived into Scotland today from America, here is the spoiler revelation for you. It is the AEW Cody Rhodes figure. Now, these figures, obviously, the full series came out. There are Cody, there's Kenny Omega, the two Young Bucks, Chris Jericho, and Brandy Rhodes. Although I think Brandy Rhodes is actually becoming quite a hard one to get. I think she is pretty rare these days, because I don't know if there was a stocking issue or something, but it seems like that's the one that is going for the big money on the secondary market online. But when it came out, I wanted them all. I wanted to have a full set of AEW figures. I felt that this was going to be a fairly significant moment in wrestling figure collecting history, because it's obviously the first line from AEW. But I couldn't justify buying them all. I couldn't. So the reason I went for Cody is I was torn between Cody and Kenny Omega, because Chris Jericho, there's a million Chris Jericho figures. I suppose there's a few Cody figures as well. But I was torn between Kenny Omega and Cody, but I just felt that Cody is kind of the main man in AEW. And I think actually, yeah, because they're numbered. So turn it around, it shows you everyone that's in the series. And they're numbered. And Cody, as you can see at the side there, is number 1. So I just thought, I'm going to buy Cody, and this is going to be probably the only AEW figure that I have. So I think I'm going to keep him in the box. I don't think I'm going to unbox him, because it is quite a nice box, even though it seems to have like a little scuff there. Yeah, that's the other thing about Ringside, is they don't, even when they're sending stuff to the other side of the world, they don't do a very good job with the packing. So it's really just stuffed in a box. So I'm going to keep Cody in a box, I think, and see. I think actually, from what I've heard, they're going to be reissuing Wave 1. So they're going to be reissuing this series, and there's going to be an update to the packaging. So these guys in the original packaging might actually end up being pretty important figures. Who knows? But yeah, so I picked up Cody. Now, for the initiated amongst you, you'll probably know that when the AEW Unrivaled series came out, there was another set of figures that were released by the same company, and I thought I'd pick up one of them while I was at it. So that is these guys. This is the UFC. This is Donald Cowboy Cerrone. It's the Ultimate Series UFC. And this, yeah, this is Cowboy. Now, the reason I picked Donald Cerrone, I quite like him. I think he's a pretty cool guy. He's been on Joe Rogan podcast and stuff, and I think he's quite an interesting guy. But he is actually, this is a chase variant. So there was 2 cowboys in the series. There was the white shorts and I think there was a blue shorts one. And the white shorts was apparently a chase variant, meaning that there's fewer of them out there. I don't know how accurate that is, because you were able to just pick whether you wanted blue or white. So obviously I went for the white. But yeah, this is an interesting series. I think it's a series that because we've had UFC figures before. We've had different variations actually. We've had the ones that are to scale with the WWF figures that are kind of lifelike, realistic, and then we've had more cartoony UFC figures. But this one was being kind of heavily pushed, and I think it's because they were kind of pushing this as like almost a rival to WWF figures and to these AEW figures. But from what I see, I don't think it's going to be the case. I mean, it seems like anybody that I've seen online looking for the AEW figures, they always like go into their Walmarts or their Targets or wherever they get them, and there's always just the UFC guys left in the display. So I don't think they're going to be as rare and as valuable as the AEW guys. But yeah, I thought it was an interesting kind of time to be buying figures, and because it's the same company as Jazzware Toys, I think it's called, that makes both of them. I thought, yeah, I'll pick up one, and it'll put a little marker in this moment in time where the AEW Series 1 guys came out. So, cool figure to have. I don't think I'll be buying any more of them either. What I liked about Donald Cerrone was that he came with a cowboy accessory, whereas the rest of them, because if you look at the lineup, he came with his cowboy hat accessory, because the rest of them, Conor McGregor, Daniel Cormier, John Jones, Max Holloway, Khabib, these guys all came with a title belt because they are or have been the champions of their divisions, whereas Cowboy's never been the champion, so he couldn't come with the belt. So he came with the cowboy hat instead, and I just thought it was kind of cool. I thought it was quite unique that he was the one that didn't have the belt in the package. So yeah, happy enough. I think I'll probably keep them both in the package. I don't see me unboxing them anytime soon. But yeah, I suppose the reason for this video was the whole pre-ordering thing. I don't know, man. I thought, I mean, it was at a time, I ordered these at a time where there's a lot of talk about pre-ordering stuff online. I mean, the Ghostbusters, retro Ghostbusters, or the throwback Ghostbusters, if you like, that were being released on the old Kenner cards by Hasbro, because Hasbro's obviously bought Kenner now. They were roughly about this time, probably just before that, they were up for pre-order, and I think I kind of missed the boat on that a little bit. But I thought, well, that's a cool concept, that you buy it now before it's out, and then you don't have to worry about it. You don't have to see if there's like one left anywhere to get. But so that kind of was in the back of my mind when the opportunity came up to pre-order these guys. But I think I probably won't bother again, because what I've found is that between them being released and you actually getting your hands on the figures that you pre-ordered, you're going to get an opportunity to pick them up elsewhere. So yeah, I don't think I'll be pre-ordering anything again. But anyway, cool to get them, almost like a freebie, because I paid for them so long ago. It's, and they've just arrived, almost like a freebie. But yeah, I'll stick them up on the shelf. See how that goes. If it annoys me, if it bugs me, or if it keeps catching my attention, I might just let them breathe and have a closer look. But no, for now I'm content to keep them in package, just up on the shelf. So that's it for this video. Please subscribe to the channel, hit your notifications, drop a like, leave me a comment, share the video, stay safe, we'll speak soon.